So we stayed at the Petrified Forest Campground last night. This is the visitor center. We did a video on the campground itself if you want to check that out. Anyway, we're going to walk in here and show you the actual parts of the trail. Now this is going to have petrified wood on it that they believe dates back millions of years, that was carried here through the flood, glacier movement, and settled here. They think it's millions of years old. Take that into effect whether or not you are a scientist that believes that it's millions of years old, if it was part of the Great Flood and then compressed down afterwards. Anyway, you decide what you want. About a half mile, and you walk through and you see some different things like this 1,700-pound petrified log back there, or this over 1,000-year-old slice of a tree that was cut down in the 1970s. That's pretty old. That's going back to where 1942 AD. So as you walk down this paved trail, you'll just see all kinds of different logs off to the side. You got a map that they give you that kind of shows you each point, so you can kind of see the different areas and what they represent, different elevation changes, different logs. But just keeping in mind that all these logs that are now rocks were carried here through glaciers and floods. And to give you an idea of how deep they were, this was excavated down from that height to where they found these in the 1960s. What looks like rocks here are all petrified trees. And here's a 15,000-pound petrified partial tree. Now this has nothing to do with the tour, but Sammy pointed out this really healthy tree back here, that all the roots are exposed, and it looks like a Sasquatch or some kind of angry monster that's coming out to get you. Just as you walk through this trail, and you can see it's just a really cool forest that you're walking through, and you can see how it's all excavated down. And what happened is a family bought this in, I believe it said the 1960s, and decided that they were no longer going to allow it to be excavated, and they were just buying it to preserve everything. So anyway, check the rest of it out. There's several more spots along this trail. I'm not going to show those to you, just so you can come check it out for yourself. Okay, quick little bonus here. This is, you can see a partial log over there and one on the trail here. They're just all over the place, and you can just see as you walk through here, you'll just spot random petrified logs that are now out in these woods. So imagine there's just thousands of them if you actually dug this out.